Hey team, this week we're celebrating Australia Day. The 26th of January is Australia Day, so I thought I'd put together a couple of recipes to celebrate the day, so whether you're Australian or not, happy Australia Day. And the first one we're doing is a zesty crusted fish and chips. So as you can see here team, we've got some beautiful ingredients. It is a very simple situation we got here. So we've got fish. Now I've got here a nice white fish. It's actually a haddock, but you can get tilapia, whiting, anything that's going to be, to your taste. If you want to go more of the salmon route, totally up to you. I'm going to show you how you can cook this, create a beautiful crust using a spice mix and something zesty, and then of course putting together with my favorite situation when it comes to chips, sweet potato wedges. And that's about it guys, really simple, no batter required, nothing of the saturated bad fats. Keep that in mind because some saturated fats could be good for you. So to start with guys, make sure you preheat your oven to about 450 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius, give or take, or maybe 220. You essentially want to have a high heat so you get a nice crusty edge on the outside of our sweet potatoes. So that's the first thing we're going to do because that takes the longest. So move our lovely couple of pieces of white fish to the side. We're just going to get here our sweet potato. Now you can peel it. I love to keep the skin on for this situation. It's got all that nice fibrous goodness as well. So I'm just going to take this little bit off. Other than that, we're going to keep it on. So simply now add your olive oil. Good quality, always helps. Because our oil has touched our sweet potato, it's going to be a little bit of a sticking point for our salt. Good quality salt as always. So on here you have sweet potato, olive oil and salt cut into wedges. That's it. You got your preheated oven, and within about, I reckon, maybe 20 minutes, these will be done. Okay team, wedges are in the oven. It's now time to next level our fish here, and we're not talking about battering. As I said, we're going to avoid that. All we're going to do is create a beautiful crust using zest and some beautiful spices. Now I've got here some cumin seeds and some black peppercorn, but if you would love coriander seeds, instead adding some fennel seeds, all these kinds of things that you may have in your own apartment, you can follow along what we're about to do just here. So I'm just gonna grab myself a trusty pan, and just on a low dry heat, we're gonna add our spices in the whole seed environment. So our black pepper along with our cumin seeds. Boom. And this is going to help them get a little nuttier. It's going to remove a tiny little bit of moisture, become more toasty. And so what that does is it kind of, for me, gives a nutty flavor that I love. Now, with that in mind, we have these lovely fish pieces just here. Okay. And we're going to sear one side, and you're going to see why before we put it back in the oven as well. All right. You can see a little bit of that lovely evaporation's taking its place. But I can tell you, the smell of this apartment right now is super tasty. Don't you reckon, Don? Exactly. It's fantastic. So, that's a really simple thing you can do. And as I said, if you've got other seeds or spices that you prefer to use, this is a fantastic thing to do. And you don't have to use it just for this type of dish. Toasting your spices next levels them, opens up the aromas and makes them a little nuttier. So, just gonna put that to the side for now. Stay. Good. Okay, to make it even more zesty, we're going to add a bit of lemon goodness. So obviously it is a zesty crusted fish. In order to do that, we need some zest. We are going to use the juice though a bit later. So I'm going to roll our lemon. Oh, got him. Going to roll the lemon out, and then from here, I'm just going to add the zest to our pan. Now it's got a little bit of heat in it too. It's going to bring a bit more of the natural oils out in our zest. That is tasty goodness. Okay, a little bit of olive oil to our pan. On a medium to high heat, and this is where we get our actual fish involved. We've got here the skin side up, and we're going to have that part touching the heat first. So what we're going to do then is use the actual crust that we're going to make, and it's going to go on the flesh, I guess more the bone side, if you will. As I said, you can get any fish you really want. In this case, I'm using a nice white fish. It's meaty. I love the kind of meaty fish. The idea behind batter is it actually encompasses the whole fish and then steams it because it traps it inside. What we're doing here is we're getting direct heat from the pan, creating a beautiful golden edge just from the oil, and then making a beautiful zesty goodness on top. All right, so skin side down. So make sure you apply the fish away from you, like that. And what's beautiful about this is we're actually not going to turn the fish. We're going to keep it in the pan. We're then going to put the crust on top, and you're gonna chuck it in the oven. So here's the fun part. Grab your zest, crusty goodness, and start to layer it on top. From there, just gonna finish with a pinch of salt, a little squeeze of lemon just into the pan so it soaks up a little bit of that lemony goodness. Just off to the side. Just go straight into the oven. Look at those beautiful flavors. Right next to our sweet potato wedges. All right, time to check on the wedges as well. Just want to show you what I mean. So you can see they're actually almost at a beautiful, perfect state. So underneath this one, because it's got a bit of a raise, you've got some dry heat here, which has been attacking it. It's not just, you know, soft and mushy, it's crispy. These come together. They're coming together nicely, nice and evenly too. Bit of color on this one, probably another 5 minutes. To go with the fish, we've got a little bit of a saucy goodness, and this is as simple as it comes. You've got yogurt, mint, and lemon. Okay, so simply gonna add mint, finely chopped, because mint just goes really well with the likes of lemon. It kind of adds a little fresh touch. You got the zest, the fresh, you're by the beach, you could be in an apartment, but whatever it is, gives you that nice, you know, healthy, clean, crispy kind of finish. So that goes straight into our yogurt. With a squeeze of lemon juice, pinch of salt, game on. There we go. Yogurt, minty freshness wins. Woo! Firstly, our wedges. Yeah, beauties. Look at those guys. Oh, that's hot. Yep. I had to be a bit nostalgic because here you have paper, which is kind of what fish and chips generally come on. Oh yes, crispy goodness. Now always kick it with some salt straight away so it sticks to it. You ready for the piece off this time? Oh, this is excitement. So one trick I will say is to help loosen your fish, grab a lemon and a squeeze, just get it in between just a little bit. How about that for a bit of fun and games? Hey? You have the beautiful sweet potato wedges, simply done, and then this new way of doing fish and chips, zesty, crusted and all. And don't forget, that side, goodness right there. Guys, this is a really simple one to do. It is less than 12 minutes in total. So if you're looking for an easy dinner idea that's clean, healthy, and still has those nostalgic vibes we love, here is my zesty crusted fish and chips with sweet potato wedges and zesty lemon yogurt. If you have this one in your bag, give it a like, give it a thumb up, and of course, if you want to see some more of this tasty goodness, hit subscribe down below, guys. The method, the ingredients, all there and on the website. I'm Dan Churchill. I'll check you next week for a new exciting recipe coming your way.